What's up, guys? My name's Ian. Over the last 2 years, I've lived on 4 continents in 8 different countries long term, and my goal here is to help you get the most out of your travel experience. Today, I want to talk about how we can reframe travel from being a vacation to being something that we can do to grow. Our goal here is not to just go and sit on a beach and relax. Our goal here is to learn from our trip so that we can become better people and carry these lessons with us throughout life. I want to talk about 5 lessons that I've learned, skills that I've acquired or improved on as a result of long-term travel. Number 1, patience. When you go to different places, you'll realize that it takes longer for some things to happen than they may happen in your country. One example would be the waiting staff in Europe as opposed to the waiting staff in the United States. For the most part, in the US, waiters and waitresses treat you with extra special attention. They come back to you often. They're always trying to be pleasant, have a smile on their face. In Europe, most countries that I've eaten at, the people who work there are typically more laid back. They're not so, can I get you anything? Can I get you anything else? Is everything okay? You have to practice patience in experiences that you'll find yourself in every day that may not be what you're used to back home. You're also going to have to learn patience through waiting to check baggage, waiting in security lines, through waiting in customs lines, waiting to board the plane, waiting to get off the plane, flight delays, flight cancellations, a myriad of trials that require a lot of patience. So, number 2, planning. In the past, I've done remarkably little of this planning. I've enjoyed it. It's been a very freeing experience for the most part, to be able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and not being confined to the limitations of an itinerary. But there needs to be balance here. And if I would have planned a little better, I never would have had to sleep on the side of the train tracks in Amsterdam that one time when I had some plans that were pretty weak, bad communication with a friend. I was supposed to crash at his house, and by the time I found out that it wasn't going to work out, I had already been out of my hotel. It was peak season, couldn't find anything else at the time. I ended up sleeping under the stars that night. So the goal is to try to avoid these situations and have somewhat of a plan or backup plan to keep you secure and safe, especially if you only have a couple days to carry out all of your must-dos in a city. Be prepared, make a plan, and then be prepared to throw out the plan at any time. Which brings us to the next one. Number 3, adaptability. If you meet a group of other fellow travelers out there on the road and they invite you to come to dinner with them, but you already have dinner plans, fuck it. Go meet them. You're gonna have a great time. You get to choose your path as you live it. Don't not do something just because it wasn't premeditated. One thing that travel teaches you is to adapt to circumstances that are out of your control. Brings me to number 4, coping with discomfort. This is gonna happen. You're gonna get food poisoning. It's gonna take your body some time to adjust to new foods. There's new bacteria. You're gonna have some issue with this. It's a common thing. So be prepared to be jet lagged and tired and not able to get into your Airbnb because check-in isn't until 2, but your flight showed up at 6:30 in the morning after you've spent the whole night in the airport.
Let's stay in Spain. We're gonna hop on a bus, get to our baggage, take it out of the locker, drag it to the train station, take it to the airport with our flight. Goes through Italy, hug our bags and sleep at the airport, and 7:40 flight to Croatia.
We had a 12-hour layover in the airport, which if you had my sleep mask that I put in the 5 travel accessories that I recommend in that video, you'd be able to sleep there maybe, but you're gonna be uncomfortable. This is just a part of travel. You're gonna get on the plane, the seat's gonna be too small. There's gonna be somebody kicking you in the back the whole time, coughing in your ear. Every time I get on a plane now after COVID, somebody's coughing in my ear. It's something like meditation you get better at over time. Calm yourself, stay composed, and don't take it out on anyone else, okay? Number 5, communication. On the road, you'll have to learn to communicate effectively in short and simple English, mixed with some very carefully chosen sign language. Bryce? What happened?
No good?
You'll have to ask questions on how to get places and how much something costs. And one good tip here is learn a few words in the local language. Very important. You can do this on the airplane on the way there or in the airport when your flight gets delayed for 6 hours. A few words can get you a long way when it comes to how people are going to react to you. People are going to be more willing to help you if you speak a few words of their language. It's seen as respectful in most places when you put in the effort to at least greet and thank people in their language, and people will be noticeably nicer to you. That being said, cheers is always one of the most commonly used words when you're traveling, so it's a good thing to know cheers in every language. I think that we should think about travel as less of a escape from work and more of self-work, something that we can do to improve so that we can have a better relationship with the people around us and the world we live in. This is something that you're going to be able to carry with you for the rest of your life. If you've got any value out of this video, please give a like and subscribe if you'd like to follow along for some more travel advice, travel stories, and I will see you in the next one. All right, peace. This is yerba mate, by the way. This is popular drink in South America, in Argentina, Uruguay, southern Brazil. I don't know about Paraguay, maybe Paraguay.